Welcome back. We are still on location. Commodity Classic is underway in Denver, Colorado. Unfortunately, with it has brought some interesting trade action in the markets. I'm Susan Littlefield here on the Rural Radio Network. Jim McCormick is joining me. He is with agmarket.net. And I'll tell you, the markets reacted. I mean, we knew tariffs were coming. We knew today was the day, and boom, here it is.
Here it is, and the markets are reacting negatively. Now, they have caught off the lows a little bit. But, I'm not so certain we're at the bottom yet, Susan. President Trump put the tariffs on. We do know some of the retaliatory tariffs from Canada. But from what I understand, at this moment, Mexico's going to hold off a little bit. I guess they're going to serve their tariffs a little bit cold. They're saying it's going to come over the weekend. And we'll see where this is at. Now, I'm very concerned about this, folks, because the reason being, historically, when tariffs go on, they don't come off. Think about it. That tariff that President Trump put on China 6 years ago on certain products, that is still in play. So that is something to be concerned about. A lot of people are hoping this is a negotiation tactic, and I hope so too, because when everything gets expensive, it slows down the economy.
And we're seeing it with China too. China coming back with doubling what they had in place.
Yes, exactly. And right now we are essentially moving into a trade war. Let's call it what it is. It is a trade war with our three biggest buyers: Canada, Mexico, and China. And they buy a lot of ag goods, and the market is going to have to try to figure out where this all plays out. We might get a little bit more clear picture tonight at the State of the Union address.
I was going to ask, how much is that going to weigh on, and is that going to be more of an influence in our overnight trade into tomorrow's day trade?
I think that will be the influence there, because President Trump does, let's face it, he has a history of kind of flipping and moving and reversing and changing course. The trade will be looking tonight, I think, to see is there any reverse course now, especially now that Mexico has and China have announced their retaliatory tariffs.
Livestock side's not immune either.
It's not. I mean, right now we export a lot of pork to Mexico, so we got to keep an eye on that. We do export a lot of beef, some high-end beef to China. We import a lot of beef for, feeder cattle from Mexico. It's just, there's a lot of uncertainty right now, and that's going to keep the markets very, very volatile, I fear.
Well, you're not going to want to miss this afternoon's Channel Final Bell, because we are going to dive more into this with that report. If you happen to miss the live broadcast, don't worry. You can pick it up as a podcast at ruralradionetwork.com. On location at Commodity Classic in Denver, Colorado, I'm Susan Littlefield for the Rural Radio Network.